Day went like this. I started with some seated hammer curls. I did not record them, so I have here images to show what they look like. You can, and what they work out, the brachial muscle and the brachialis. But you can do them standing, you can do them leaning on a bench, you can do them in different ways on a preacher curl. So I'm just demonstrating that there. Lee Priest is like the master of arms, so I'm showing what they would look like once you have them formed. But most likely we will be looking like a skinny person and without those muscles showing. But that's what they work out. They help push the peak out, make it thicker as well. So yeah, that's an important muscle to work out. Next up, you have here the dumbbell preacher curls. You grab 2 dumbbells. I'm grabbing lighter weight. I'm still warming up. And you press them together the entire time. So when it's at the very bottom, you press them down at the very top and all throughout. It doesn't look like much, but it's really intense as far as mind-muscle connection. As you see there, my sweater's still on. So I'm still like warming up, but man, does it warm you up quickly. Remember, you're pushing your pinkies together, essentially, squeezing your fists as tight as possible. And with any bicep, just really, like, even if you have to like look at your biceps to do it, like really make sure you're squeezing those peaks. You can see me kind of check it out from time to time. Now that I've warmed up, you can increase the weight. You can choose not to, but these have been very beneficial. You can do barbell. I just feel like this one, if you have like a lagging muscle group, you can just drop 1 dumbbell and then do 1 arm at a time, and that's just like a dumbbell preacher curl. But this one just is a tighter squeeze. I truly believe you're working more for the same movement as you would as a barbell curl. Nice and slow, concentric, eccentric movements. As you see there, about 3-second count down and then 2-second count up, 2 to 3. And yeah, this one will get you going. And for mine, I did 3 to 4 sets, and I did anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. That seems to be the lucky number for most exercises. Next up is your easy bar curls. You can use a straight bar if you want, but I chose easy bar. It's easier on the wrist. You don't have to be leaning against anything either, nor do you have to wear a sweater around your stomach / whatever waist. But yeah, you just pretty much do a regular barbell curl. You can barbell curls are kind of deceiving. I remember going, quote unquote heavy for me, and like being able to do 185s, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't benefit you as much as lighter weight and then really feeling the contraction and that going nice and slow on the way down. So easy bar curl. Next up, you have spider curls on a preacher bench. You can do them on a regular bench with a barbell and bring them up. Neck is neutral spine. Or you can do dumbbells on a preacher bench or the regular bench with a spine being neutral as well. So it's just straight, right? Like a launch pad flying off your back, like an airplane. This one is exaggerated. So I have an exaggerated curl here for the spider curl, and I'm using one of these benches, the preacher benches, just to show a difference, because I normally do like the regular benches, but they're used a lot by chest pressers. So this is one, if you can see, nice, slow, and control. It's exaggerated because I'm working more heavy at the very, very bottom with exaggerated low there, and then load up at the very, very top, that extra squeeze, which doesn't look like much, but man, it burns at the very, very top, the connection there with near your shoulder, that bicep connection. It burns, trust me. Next up, we have the reverse curls. You can do dumbbells, you can do barbell. Barbell is by far the easiest way to do it. Nice control movement for the brachialis and brachioradialis muscles that are just pretty much the fat, meaty parts of your forearm. And I'll show a good example of someone who's genetically blessed with those next. And yeah, you just do nice control on the way down, good squeeze on the way up, nice control on the way down. And you can do this with easy bar curl or straight bar. Easy bar curl, the wavy one, seems to be a little bit easier on the wrists. So if you have wrist issues, definitely use the easy bar curl. And you can go light, very light, and it will still kick your butt. Next up, you have cable You can use cable or an easy bar for drag curls. Easy bar barbell is pretty dang easy. I just was in the cable area. I would say you probably feel more of it through the uh, barbell, but yeah. And you'd probably want to be up closer than this. I'm just trying to get you an angle for the camera. But yeah, you would just drag it up to your body, just nice and slow, up from your stomach up to your tits line and back down. Following up from there, you have there the final, which is single arm cable curl. And this one, you have, I'm doing an exaggerated version, so it's actually farther back than it should be. And then I curl it up even more. So farther back, so it's almost like a hyperextension. Because normally I don't allow my tricep to flex to keep the pump on the bicep. But this one I was, just to get like some weight, counterweight at the very weakest point of the lift, and then at the top again, which is another weak point of the lift. So normally you're good just doing a regular cable. You set up the cable at the very bottom, you grab a one hand handle, and then you turn the opposite way and you curl up. And this one you can allow the curl to go all the way to the tricep flex, but then you'll lose tension on the bicep, and all the way up to the top extra flex or not. Your choice. Anyways, that was my full bicep day. I wrote down here all the exercises in order what I did. You can switch up the orders if you like, because if you work out like your brachial muscle, your brachioradialis or your brachii, it can tire you out, fatigue you a little too early. But it's up to you. I just want to try it out to mix it up. And of course, a quick Iain update. Here's his nalgas, his butt cheeks, his anus, his famous butt cheeks, as he says here, his thirst trap. I just thought everyone would love to see a naked, fat, muscly butt yet again. So enjoy. Have a good